Well, this is Turia shaak. What I do is normally like wash it and then cut it, and we have to taste it because sometimes there's like a taste because sometimes they're really kadwa. So I wash it off and take both the ends out, and then we just have to peel the ridges so because they take long to cook. I'm just trying to do it with one hand and just show you because I'm doing this in the morning when Raghu is not around. So I'm going to continue peeling rest of them. Now you can see that I've peeled using the peeler, but not like just taken the extra ridges out, not like peeled it all the way because I like the skin. A lot of people don't like the skin, but I feel that's where all the nutrients are. And then you cut them into small pieces. I'm going to just show you the initial one and then continue and finish the rest. I've finished peeling. This is depending on the size of the Turia. It's hard to do it with one hand, but basically I cut it like this size so that they cook easily. This one was with 5 Turias, but if you have, I think like for one person, you can just do it with 1 Turia or 2 small size ones. And if you have less Turia, a friend of mine had suggested a quick nice addition is like magni dal, the yellow magni dal without the skin. Soak it and keep it and then cook it with this. But today I have enough, so I'm not going to add the magni dal. Also, when you buy the Turia, you don't want big fat ones because then they have like really big fat seeds that you can't cook or eat. Like even this one, look, it has seeds, but it's soft enough to be cut right through it. So that's how it should be. Also, you said you don't have an Indian store near you, but I think you can get this thing in the Chinese store. So if you have a Chinese store around your grocery store, go take a look. All right. This is like 5 Turia. It should last us, I think, for 2 meals. And actually this is the peeling. I will show you some other time. You can make actually green chutney out of this with coconut and whole coriander, akha dhana. Now I know you were asking me about the ceramic pot last time. These are my old ones. They don't have anything written on the back and they can go on the gas. But the new ones, I just brought this one here. It does say microwave and oven only, no stove top or broiler. So if you have an old one, they can go on the gas directly. Off we go. Little oil. No rye, no jeeru in this. I like a little urad dal in it. The white urad dal that you make idli dosa from. It gives a nice flavor to it. Little hing. This is like a tiny little spoon. And that's it. Once it's done, like when the oil is a little hot, like don't wait for this guy to get really black and brown. You can see it like simmering a little. Put the Turia in. I'm just going to shut it off to put rest of the Turia in. A little too much, so I ended up shifting it to the bigger pot. Also use just simple things like using a flexible cutting board. It lets you put things like transfer things out easily when you can fold it like that. Sorry, with one hand and like the camera, it's not that easy. Just mix it all up so that it's like slightly coated with oil. I'm going to just rinse and take all the oil and masala from the previous one. Put a little water, not too much. And then actually cover it with a thadi or any other vessel and like put water. This water somehow creates steam at the bottom and cooks it, like it steams the actual shaak. So this one, just put water in here and let it steam. I actually add the salt while it's cooking. Somehow it tends to cook it faster and it goes into the veggies properly. So I'm going to add the salt, mix it back up. And cover it back up. Steam that goes under the thadi. You can see the dripping. And actually it creates more water in that, plus the shaak itself, because it was fresh, it has a lot more water. This was like around 3.5-4 minutes, but better, the best way to check if it's cooked or not is just take a piece and squish it. It's still kachu, especially in this one. The ridges will, the inner pulp will cook faster, but the ridges will. Stop recording by mistake. So I'm just going to put it back in and let it cook on a medium flame for another 2-3 minutes. But the best thing is to keep checking every couple minutes, and also like after it's cooked halfway, keep it open and cook it, because it somehow turns, like it loses the green color if you just keep it cooked, cook it all the way through covered. This is like more than 7-8 minutes now. The best way, like I said, is just pick a piece, squish it. Like in this part, see, this is cooked, but this is not. But the best is put in your mouth and see if it's edible. It's cooked, nearly cooked. And also, when you do that, you do taste whether it needs a little more salt or not. So that way, you know that if I had to actually add a little more salt. And this is hardar, a little bit, because then it turns yellow. It doesn't look nice with the green veggies. Lal marchu and dhana jeeru. And the basic shaak, the regular green shaak is hing, hardar, marchu, dhana jeeru and mittu. You can put garam masala, pav bhaji masala to add a spice, like a little taste to it, or change the flavor sometimes. This is a lot more gravyish than I would have liked it, but it's okay because Raghu eats a lot of these veggies just by itself. So instead of just plain dry, it's a little gravyish. Cook it for another minute more just to give the masala time to cook, and that's it. Enjoy. Something, see, it was like nearly full when I put it in, and then when it cooks, it became like half the quantity nearly. So this is one of the vegetables that kind of decreases a lot when you cook it. So that's when my friend said, like, if you only have one turia or 2 turia left and you need to add a little more volume to it, just soak magni dal for like half an hour, 45 minutes before you start cooking, and then when you put the veggies, put the dal with it and cook it all together.